If you're seeking for something warm and comforting, then this recipe is for you. It has this light gravy, it is healthy, and you can make this year-round whenever you feel like having something simple as well as easy, but at the same time very delicious. Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi. First, coming to the aromatics, we need an onion. I do not like much of garlic for this recipe, but instead, I like using a good amount of ginger for that warmth. I also use celery, but this is totally optional. All of these enter into my handy-dandy magic churner, and here you go, all chopped up fine in the wink of an eye. But my friends, it is not at all necessary to have this gadget. I love using a lot of veggies for this recipe. Here is Mr. Potato, then green papaya, which is very good for the stomach, but you can use squash in place of papaya. I have also taken carrots and another small onion that I have cut like this. You can use any veggies of your choice, but I like using vegetables that hold on to their shape well after cooking. I also need a teaspoon of coarsely crushed black pepper. My friends, please make sure to use freshly crushed black pepper because those ground black peppers sold in cute bottles are very disappointing. I find them tasteless and who knows what is mixed in them. Okay, oil heating up on medium heat. Add a bay leaf and a small piece of cinnamon stick along with crushed peppercorns. Immediately add the chopped onion, ginger, garlic and celery. Stir for a few minutes and then add the chicken. I would highly recommend using chicken on bones. I have used only drumsticks, but you can also use chicken thighs or a combination of both. I added some black pepper and a sprinkle of salt and allow the chicken to sit on medium-high heat for a few minutes. Now when you want to flip, if you see the chicken sticking to the bottom of the pot, then please no tug of war to try flipping it, because if you do so, then the meat may tear. Just give it a few more minutes and it will release by itself. Next, add the veggies. Notice how I have cut the veggies into large pieces. That's because I will be pressure cooking today. But you can follow this same recipe by not using a pressure cooker, and in that case you can cut the veggies a little smaller than I did. I also added salt and about 2 cups of hot water. You can also use chicken broth, and if you are using boneless chicken, then there will be far more reasons to use chicken broth. Then lid on, allow the cooker to come up to a full pressure on high heat. After that, lower the heat to low and pressure cook it for 15 minutes. If cooking in a regular pot, it will probably take 25 minutes for everything to become tender. In the meantime, in a bowl, add half a cup of cold milk and a third of a cup of water. Add about a tablespoon of all-purpose flour and stir very well till you get a smooth mix and there are no lumps. Now if you're allergic to milk, you can use coconut milk or maybe chicken broth or just water. You can also use corn flour or rice flour in place of plain flour. Here are some frozen green peas thawing out. I add the beans near to the end to retain its green color. After 15 minutes of pressure cooking, allow all that pressure to be released naturally and then only open the lid of your cooker. The gravy looks like this, and you can have it in this way as well if you want to skip the thickening step or if you want to prefer the gravy to be light. I switched the heat back onto medium and added the green beans along with the milky flour mix. Keep it on medium heat for 5 minutes so that the flour gets cooked, the green beans get tender and the gravy thickens up. My friends, please do try this recipe and please do not forget to send me your feedback because your feedback means a lot to me and I'm requesting you to please help me by sharing these videos, and your likes are really very precious to me. Okay, at the end, add a teaspoon of vinegar or lemon juice for that freshness. Have this with a crusty bread. It is so comforting and satisfying, and I'm sure you will like it. I make this whenever I feel like having something light or if I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Please click that like button if you've enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.